Greetings friends, welcome. Today we're talking about the aspect ratio CSS property and where you can use it. Now this is something, it's just come out at the moment. It's in Chrome without a flag, but it's behind a flag in Safari and Firefox I think, but certainly going to be coming very soon. It's something I didn't realise that I needed, but looking into it more, I've realised I've got a very good use case example for it in a website that I've got here about my dog, SmudgeTheBeagle. Now, when I created this, I've embedded some iframes down here of her videos on YouTube. And when I was doing this, I couldn't make it responsive. I couldn't get them to resize nicely without either being squished incorrectly in one of the directions, so I just left them as the default size. So at the moment, when you put an iframe into a page, it gives it a default width and height. So you can see as I'm resizing this here, they're not changing at all. I tried doing it so that they change and it wasn't working. So this this property allows us to do this correctly. Now I'm going to show what people in the know would have done originally, which is called the padding hack, and then we'll get that working, and then we'll look at the aspect ratio and how it tidies that up even further. So we want these to expand and stay in that ratio. I think they're in 16:9, so we're going to try and keep them in that ratio as well. Right, let's go and have a look in the code here then. I'll try and get them both up if I can. Maybe we'll just have this up. Alright, so if I just close some of these down a minute. So here is the 6 videos that we saw there embedded. Each one, so they're in a Flex container, and then each one has got a description and then an iframe and a div around that iframe, which is a little bit of pre-work for us to get this set up. Right, so let's do what people would do before using the aspect ratio property, which is called the padding hack. Now what we need to do is around our iframe we need a container, and that container we're going to set the padding height to be the ratio that we want. So let's put in here a class so this is going to be a video container. So I'm going to put that on each of my videos. Like so. Okay, we'll save that off. Okay, so we need to set up that class. Now, like I was saying, we want to set the padding height. So it's a bit of a hack, but it works. The padding height to be, it's 56.25%, which basically makes it, it's 56.25% of the width, which makes it this 16:9 ratio. So let's come in here and do dot video container, and we're going to say padding top, and we're going to say it's 66.25%. Right, now for this to work, we need the height to be 0, so that we're just using the padding to make our container the correct size. And then I'm going to need to set its position to relative, because our iframe we're going to make absolute. And also I want now this box to make sure that it fills our flex box. So I'm going to set its width to 100% and save that off. Right, now with that in place, I'm So at the moment it won't even show our video. I think if we come back here, if I save, what's it done? It's definitely messed it up because the heights are not right. So what we need is for our iframe, which is on styles video, to actually be absolutely positioned now. So what I'm going to do is say position absolute and set the top to 0. Now this should now mean that we've got just the right ratio. We've got a 16:9 ratio for this video, and if I come in here now, it looks okay again. And as I expand it, okay, so it's not stretching out at the moment. So what are we missing there? Yeah, our video here, we want to say the width is 100%. And now you can see it's filling, and as I move, it's expanding out. Now it's not expanding the height correctly, so I need that as well, I think. I want it to fill. I want this video, this iframe, to fill its container, because this container, we've restricted its size. We've made it its aspect ratio 16:9. So as long as we fill that, then our iframe will be the correct size. Okay, so that looks better. It's filling this section now, and as I change, it's expanding out and it's keeping that aspect ratio. So without this hack, you wouldn't be able to get that. You'd have to have some calculation or something to try and work out what sizes are, but this fixes it for us quite well. Alright, so that is how people would be doing it today, and that's what I should have done on my site originally, but I didn't know about, because that is a lot nicer than just the default 300 pixel size. Right, so just to go over that again, you need to take your iframe, you need to wrap it in a container, and that container you apply padding top to, and the padding top is based on the width, and so that gives you that correct aspect ratio. And then because we haven't got any height, we need to set up our iframe to be absolutely positioned to get it to work as well. So it's quite a hack. All right, let's look now at the new aspect ratio tag. So I think you still need to have the container, but we certainly don't need this hack here. We don't need padding top, because that is going to get replaced, and that means we won't need to be setting the height to 0, and that also means we're not going to have to absolute position our item, so that goes as well. So it's already getting a lot cleaner. With the stuff we can get rid of because of this new CSS property is a lot. Right, so we're not going to be positioning it absolute. That's for sure as well. Now on my video, I can now specify this directly on here. I can say aspect ratio, and I can give it 16:9. And I'm hoping that will still be working. So I come back in now and do it. You can see it's still resizing and it's still keeping the 16:9 aspect ratio. Alright, so that is a lot cleaner than the hack. Not only is there a lot less code, but it's pretty explicit in what it's doing. It's saying we want a 16:9 aspect ratio. We haven't got this padding top, like what is going on here thing at all. So like I say, it's in Chrome 88 at the moment. It's out there live. It will be out in the others soon, just behind a flag at the moment. Very interesting stuff. My website for Smudge looks a lot better. Let's just have a quick play of Smudge while we're here. If anyone's interested in watching Beagle videos, check out SmudgeTheBeagle. Thanks very much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if not. Don't forget to click that subscribe button below and change the alert icon to all, and you'll get future video updates as well. Catch you next time. Thanks. Bye.